The stage is set for a television moment that will ripple across screens worldwide, as the iconic Lorraine Kelly show welcomes a titan of cinema, Dame Judi Dench. On a crisp autumn morning in London, October 2025, the studio aglow with warm lights and the audience a lively mix of pensioners, theater buffs, and morning show devotees clutching steaming mugs so humming with anticipation. At 90, Judi strides in with regal poise, her silver bob impeccable, dressed in a tailored navy blazer and cream trousers, her eyes twinkling with that signature mischief that's charmed audiences from Shakespeare in Love to Skyfall. She's here to promote her new memoir, Curtain Calls and Quiet Moments, a reflective journey through her storied career, weaving tales of stage triumphs, film sets, and her recent passion for environmental advocacy through her Dorset garden. Lorraine Kelly, the queen of morning TV, beams from her plush armchair, her Scottish lilt as comforting as a warm scone, flanked by guest co-hosts Rylan Clark, the effervescent presenter with a megawatt grin, and Denise Welch, the loose women stalwart known for her candid quips. The applause crescendos as Lorraine begins. Dame Judi Dench, what an absolute honor. You're a national treasure. How's it feel to pen your life story, from Stratford to 007, and still have us all in awe? Judi, settling into the sofa, her voice rich with warmth, replies, Lorraine, it's like opening an old diary. Some pages thrill, others sting. Writing was my way of tending memories, like my garden, pruning the chaos to find meaning. The audience coos, enchanted by her metaphors, as she shares anecdotes of late-night rehearsals with Maggie Smith, her love for her late husband Michael Williams' laughter, and how planting trees keeps her grounded at 90. Rylan, bouncing with enthusiasm, chimes in, Judi, you're out here saving the planet one tree at a time. Any tips for us mortals to live greener? She laughs, that throaty chuckle that's lit up stages, detailing her compost rituals and lobbying for rewilding projects, her passion palpable. Denise, however, tilts her head, her Geordie accent sharp. Judi, love, the book's gorgeous, but let's be real, you've been a bit quiet on the big issues, like the arts funding cuts or the strikes last year. Were you too busy pruning roses to join the picket lines? The question lands like a pebble in a still pond, ripples spreading. Judi's smile holds, but her fingers tighten on her memoir copy, a faint flush rising. Denise, I've supported the arts my way, quietly funding scholarships, mentoring young actors. As the show resumes post-commercial, the studio buzzes with a charged undercurrent, the audience's whispers a soft crescendo, their eyes darting between Judi's composed elegance and Denise's sly smirk. The cozy set now a chessboard where knights and queens are poised for battle. Lorraine, ever the deft host, steers toward Judi's memoir, Curtain Calls, prompting her to share a gem from its pages, a hilarious mishap during a 1960s Othello where her costume ripped mid-soliloquy, leaving her to improvise with a prop cloak to riotous applause. The crowd roars, Judi's laughter infectious, as she adds, theater's magic is in the mess much like life. Rylan, clapping gleefully, asks, Judi, you've played queens, speasa any role you'd redo? She muses, eyes distant, perhaps Cleopatra again, with more fire now age teaches you to burn brighter. The warmth is palpable, but Denise, sipping her tea with a glint, interjects, fire's great, Judi, but where was that spark when the government slashed theater budgets? You're a demi, your voice could have moved mountains, not just memoirs. The audience gasps softly, a few nodding, others shifting uncomfortably. Judi's smile tightens, her voice cool but cutting. Denise, my voice has filled theaters for decades, raised millions for charities. I choose battles with impact, not noise. Lorraine jumps in, impact indeed, your tree planting saving Dorset's wildlife. Judi nods, detailing her work with the Woodland Trust, her hands animated as she describes carbon sinks and native oaks. But Denise isn't done, her tone teasing yet sharp. Oaks? Lovely, but dodging the arts crisis? That's a bit like playing Ophelia, pretty, but passive. The jab stings, Rylan's jaw dropping as he tries, oi, let's talk Bond. Judi as iconic. But the detour fails. Judi leans forward, her stage-honed diction slicing, passive. Try strategic? Denise, I've lobbied MPs privately, Funded drama schoolsa action, not headlines. The crowd splits, some cheering Judi's poise, others murmuring support for Denise's boldness. Phones already capturing the brewing tempest for TikTok. Denise presses, private's posh for private. Judi, a public fights shift policy. Were you too grand for the megaphone? Or just gardening? The accusation electrifies the air. Lorraine's laugh nervous as she signals for a clip from Judi's memoir tour, a montage of her reading to rapt crowds in bookshops from Edinburgh to Exeter. Yet the clip barely cools the heat. Judi counters, public, I've performed for thousands. Denise, my stage is my shout. You're turning a chat into a courtroom. Denise grins, unfazed. Courtroom. This is telly. Lovia truths the script. The volley escalates, touching Judi's legacy, her RSC roots. Her Oscar Wiener versus Denise's tabloid toughened candor, forged on Coronation Street and Loose Women. Rylan tries humor. Ladies, you're both legends. Can we get a group hug? But the audience's chant to Judi, Denise. Fuel the fire. Social media igniting with #Judi versus Denise as clips go viral. The studio a pressure cooker where civility simmers on the edge of explosion, each word a step closer to the seismic shift that will redefine morning TV drama. The argument ignites fully now, a blaze flaring under the studio's soft lights, the audience a captive jury, their gasps and claps punctuating the verbal duel like thunderclaps in a storm. The set's pastel cushions and floral mugs absurdly serene against the rising tempest. Denise, her eyes alight with the thrill of debate, leans in. Judi, your memoir's all heart, but let's talk heart on sleeve. Why mute on Me Too in theater? You've played fierce women, yet no roar for the harassed. Judi's composure cracks, her voice a low growl honed by years commanding stages. Mute. Denise, I've mentored women, funded safe space as my roars and results, not rants. You're fishing for sound bites. The crowd roars, split between loyalty to Judi's legacy and Denise's daring, phones flashing like paparazzi bulbs. Lorraine, her smile strained, tries. Judi's results are epical. Her charities saved countless programs. But Denise barrels on. Programs? Crumbs when the arts are starving. Your dame status could have shamed ministers. Judi not just planted daisies. Judi rises halfway, her petite frame radiating authority. Shame? I've shamed plenty quietly, effectively. Ever try whispering to power? Denise, it cuts deeper than your shouts. Rylan, desperate to diffuse, quips, whispers, shouts. Can we talk? Judi's cat videos, her tabby's a star, eliciting nervous laughs, but the clash deepens. Denise retorting, whispers, that's elitism's echo. Judi, a working class actors needed you loud, not lunching with lords. The accusation lands like a slap. Judi's eyes flashing, elitism? I was a grocer's daughter. Denise clawed my way up, no silver spoon. My work speaks, your noise drowns. The audience erupts, some booing Denise, others chanting Judi. As the divide widens, a microcosm of cultural rifts, a class, generation, action versus advocacy. Lorraine signals for calm. Ladies, you're both trailblazers. But it's futile. Judi unpacks her early struggle as a scholarship kid at RADA, typecast as ingenua, while Denise counters with her own grind. I fought sexism on soaps. Judi, no knighthood needed. The exchange spirals into personal territory. Judi's grief over Michael's loss, her quiet activism post 9/11, Denise's battles with mental health stigma, her public crusades. I've lived my truth. Judi snaps, not performed it. Denise fires back, performed? This shows my stage. Yours is dodging. The studio vibrates, cameras zooming on sweat-beaded brows, the director sweating as ratings soar. Social media wildfire with #Lorraine Showdown trending. Layers peel back. Judi's environmental work as legacy for her grandson, Denise's advocacy for NHS arts programs. Empathy flickers, but pride prevails, each jab a wound wrapped in wit. As the segment races toward its climax, the argument crystallizes on impact. Judi's measured moves versus Denise's megaphone, the audience a chorus of chaos, some standing, others filming, the control booth in a frenzy as the clash nears a breaking point where words may fail and actions will speak louder than any script. The commercial break offers no reprieve, only a pause in the storm. The studio air thick with unspoken retorts as producers huddle, earpieces buzzing to keep it live. It's gold. A while Judi, backstage, sips water, her hands steady but her mind racing. Denise's barbs echoing like hecklers in an empty theater. Her publicist whispering, "Stay classy, Damia, you're untouchable." Back on set, Lorraine rallies the co-hosts, Rylan fanning himself with a cue card. "Blimey, it's like EastEnders in here." Denise, undaunted, shrugs, "Truth's my cardio." Rylan, when Judi returns, the applause is thunderous, a mix of awe and allegiance, but her gaze is steel, her memoir clutched like a shield. Lorraine pivots to safer ground. "Judi, your book's got us all teary. Any fave fan moment?" Judi softens, sharing a letter from a young actress who found courage through her role, but Denise interrupts, her tone teasing yet barbed. "Courage? Judi, where was that courage when equity begged for your clout? Too busy with trees to save stages?" Judi's laugh is sharp. "Stages? I've saved more than you know. Denise scholarships, grants, not gossip columns." The audience hums, split loyalties flaring as Rylan tries, "Let's love on." Judi's Oscar vibe, Shakespeare in Love, iconic. But Denise doubles down, "Iconic, sure, but icons amplify." "Judi, your silence on Ard's cuts?" That's a soliloquy of sidestepping. Judi stands fully now, her voice a stage whisper that carries. "Sidestepping? I've carried the arts on my back. RSC, BAFTA, mentoring kids who'd never get a shot." "You're preaching to the choir, Denise, but off-key." Lorraine's eyes widen. "Oh, ladies, such passion." But the clash escalates, Denise retorting, "Off-key? Your privilege hits high notes." Judi Dench doesn't dodge duty. The audience gasps, some cheering Denise's fire, others Judi's gravitas, phones capturing every syllable for X and Instagram. The dialogue dives deeper, Judi's private letters to MPs, her patronage of small theaters, Denise's public rallies, her NHS fundraising. "I act, not act out," Judi snaps. "And I fight, not finesse," Denise counters. Rylan squeak a group hug. "Anyone?" A falls flat, the crowd chanting Judi, Denise. In waves, the set a cauldron of conviction.